What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I want to do a video about visa, and I want to carry on with this moving to Canada series. If I seem a little bit foggy in this video, or lethargic, or can't get my words, string sentences together, I am doing some intermittent fasting right now, so bear with me as I'm a little bit low on carbs. However, let's go. Getting a visa, a working holiday visa for a new country. In this example we use Canada because that's how I did mine and that's where we'll go from. So what I did was I went online, typed in Google like I'm sure a few of you have before, and said how to get a visa to work in Canada, and there's a few options. You can kind of do it and get sponsored by a company if you've got a trade or some kind of specific work, or you can come over on a working holiday visa, go and work in a ski resort or come and find your own work when you're over here. I did the latter and decided to come over here, try and find my own work, carry on my personal training that I've been doing as well, and just keep my career moving doing that. So one of the mistakes that I made when I did this was signing up with a company called BUNAC. And basically they said that they could help me through the whole visa procedure, the application. And that being said, they were good, they were helpful, but in hindsight I paid around £300, $500 to convert to Canadian for their assistance, which when you go for all the procedure on the Canadian government website, I didn't need that. I could have done that myself, so I paid money for kind of nothing. But if you are wanting to come over here and do a ski resort, they can definitely help you get a job and get a placement in that. So it's kind of if you need it or not. I didn't pay the application service, but yeah, didn't really get much help, just kind of a few pointers that they give me. But yeah, it is what it is. So you go online, you type in, and the Canadian government will ask you a few questions. So you tick a few boxes, press a few things, and then it'll tell you if you're eligible to submit an application to come and work in Canada. The year that I did it, it was a random pick out by the Canadian government. I think previous years have done kind of first come first serve, who gets invited to apply. So you don't just put your numbers in, put your name in, and then say yeah, come and live in Canada. They invite you to apply after you've applied. So it's a second application. The year that I applied, 2016, last year, it was random. So you could apply the last person in the pool for the time that they give for people to apply. I'm not sure what it is this year, but check it out. I think it kind of ends around August, starts around April. So yeah, you could have been the last person that applied, but then the first person to get picked out. It was a random lottery, which yeah, I got picked out fairly quick. They came back to me, said, Daryl, yeah, wrote to me. You get an inbox on your Canadian government profile, and it sends that directly to your email, and it says you've been invited to apply. So that's when you need to start getting everything in order. So it's almost like applying for a job. So it asks for your date of birth, your personal information, your job history, your family history, people in your family, all these things, passport, you need a copy of your passport. All these things need to be sent off, and then you basically tick boxes and it will give you options, and it'll tell you when you need to submit that by. Once you've submitted that all, it'll go to the Canadian government and they'll come back to you. They came back to me in like a week, and they'll send you a letter and it'll say, this is it, you've been accepted for a working visa in Canada, and it will start on this date. And you have an expiration date that you need to start, and you need to be in the country by. So if you don't use that visa, that piece of paper before the time that cuts off, you can't come, you have to do the procedure all over again. So you have to make sure that you come. I think mine was like April 2017. I think they give like a year to be able to do that. So I came out on August 24th. That's when I arrived here. So yeah, basically that. I can't really go into much depth. It's almost like applying for a job. You go through all the procedures, you just need to have everything in date, make sure you've got a valid passport, make sure your passport's got a couple of years left on it, make sure everything's up to date, you're all good, and then it's fairly So it's fairly simple. It's almost like applying for a job. The Canadian government come back to you, and then you just tell them, and then they tell you if you've been accepted, and then you start your journey from there. So if you're interested, look at it, Google. The website that I was using was the Canadian government. You can go for different ones, but I believe that they're just using that website as well. Have a look, and if that's something you want to do, something you're interested in, check it out. So I hope this video has been a little bit informative. Like I said, doing a little bit of fasting and feeling the hunger pangs already. So I apologise if there's been a few or I've got brain fog in this video. But yeah, any questions, post below, like, comment and share, and I will see you in the next one.